Hello from the airport. We're on our way to Disneyland, and it's weird. I was at work today, and I left, let's say, the office at like 2 o'clock, and then I went home and packed, and now we're at the airport. And getting to the airport was really easy. We took the train. It seemed really crowded, but getting through security and everything went super quick because we only have carry-on, so we don't have to wait to check in our bags and all that, and that takes up a lot of time. And we already walked to the gate, but the Hamburg Airport is very new and modern, but there's really not a lot happening here. If I think of other airports like Newark, for example, where there's food courts like after every few gates, and there's so many shopping possibilities and places where you can get something to eat or do some shopping. The Hamburg Airport is not like that at all. So we walked all the way down that long hallway to the gate and realized that there's nothing down there. I mean, sorry, announcement. I mean, we've been to this airport before. We know that there's nothing there, but I don't know. It just took us much less longer than we were expecting. And there's nothing to do down by the gate, and we have like an hour until boarding begins. So we're walking back to sort of like the central area. Maybe gonna do some window shopping. Sorry, I realized I had some skin hanging off my lip. It's gone now. And we're going up to the second level to sort of like a small food court. But I was just thinking about like the missed opportunity to make money here at the airport, because there's so many people standing around here with nothing to do, just waiting for their flights, and so few opportunities to spend money. And you would think that would be in the interest of the businesses and the airport to give people more opportunities to spend money, but there isn't. And now we're up here, and I see a Cindy's Diner and a lobster restaurant and San Pino Cucina Fresca. We're not really hungry, but then again, I think by the time we get out of the airport and on the train and to the Disneyland Resort, it's gonna be probably around 9 o'clock, so maybe we should eat something. It's getting close to 5 now. I don't know. All that down there is like the duty-free and shopping and restaurant area, and then all the other areas of the airport have more or less nothing where you can do any shopping or buy anything to eat. And it's just a weird construction, if you ask me. Those noodles were not worth what we paid for them, unfortunately. But that happens a lot at airports, doesn't it? Where you're not sure of the quality, but don't have any other options. We're walking back to the gate now, the long way back to the gate. Boarding should begin in about 10 minutes, and then the flight is only like an hour and 10 minutes, and then we'll be in Paris. We're on the ground. We landed an hour late, and the last TGV connection to the Disneyland Resort stop is in like 15 minutes. And we're hustling through the airport here to try to make it. And All right, we made it. This is terrible lighting. Anyways, that was a very stressful, what was it, 10 minutes, because we got to the train station in time. It's right in the middle of the airport. Then things have changed. You used to be able to buy a ticket in the train, which saves time, and a lot of times the journey is so quick, a lot of times they didn't even come by to check, so you kind of got it for free, but in a way it was like playing the lottery. But now you have to buy a ticket. You can't go down to the gate without a ticket, so good information for you. So we bought a ticket, and the signs in the station said the train would be waiting at gate 5, so we ran like maniacs to gate 5, went down. Train was waiting on gate 5. Just to be sure, I asked before we got in the train, are we in the right place? We're going to Marne-la-Vallée. And he said, no, this isn't Marne-la-Vallée. You need to go to gate 4. And he's like, and you need to hurry because the train is leaving now. We're like, So we ran up the escalator, like literally pushing people out of the way. I'm sorry to any of you people that I pushed, but we were in a hurry. And we, then we went down to gate 4, to track 4, platform 4, and there's no train there. And I was like, are they messing with us? Is this like some kind of joke or something? And then I realized way up at the front of the platform, there's a train on platform 6, and that was the train. So I'm just gonna let it go, let it go. Here's what it looks like. The French countryside, moving past at hundreds of miles an hour, and we will be there in less than 10 minutes. And this is the Marne-la-Vallée-Chessy train station where Disneyland is. It's not very magical. It looks like many, many other train stations. But up at the top, there's a fantastic surprise waiting. You exit the train station directly at the entrance of the Disney Village or downtown Disney. No, it's called the Disney Village here. Sometimes even I get confused. And it feels a lot more like Disneyland in California than it does like Walt Disney World. And you can see here, there's the beginning of all the shops and restaurants. And over here, you can see Tower of Terror in the background. And we are trying to get to the gate of the Magic Kingdom Park as quick as we can and try to get our passes tonight. We're gonna buy season passes because a season pass costs, well, the kind of season pass that we're gonna buy costs as much as for 4 days, and we're gonna be here for 3 days, and we figure if we come again within the year, then it's paid for. So here is the entrance to the Studios Park. You can see the Tower of Terror there. And down here is the way that you get to the Disneyland Magic Kingdom type park. And that there is the ridiculously expensive but quite beautiful Disneyland Hotel right at the entrance to the park. I hope you can kind of see me. So we decided not to go in the park tonight, and it had a little bit to do with the fact that we want to buy annual passes. So this is the customer relations out here, and we decided to it was kind of complicated, and we're gonna walk to the hotel now, and I'll explain it a little bit more when we get there. So hold on until now. Actually, I just needed to get a little bit closer and look. This is the gate, and that's technically inside the park. So my hand is inside Disneyland tonight, but the rest of me will not be. We're walking down the boulevard to our hotel. We are not staying at an official Disney hotel because they're just, in comparison, they're just way too expensive outside of our budget for this trip. But that back there is the Newport Bay. We made it to the hotel. And the hotel has this quite nice outdoor pool, but it's closed for the night. All right, a little bit of time has actually gone by since you saw the pool to now. We're up here in the room, and I will be doing, as always, a complete room tour, but I didn't do it tonight. But here's a little quick look. It's like a mini apartment, and it's not big whatsoever, but it has some interesting amenities. We have a whole like mini kitchen here with a microwave and a toaster and like, you know, like a stovetop and a dishwasher, but we don't have a coffee machine, so that's strange. We went down the street to like a sort of like a retail area where there's a mall and a plaza with some restaurants, and had a little snack and a drink. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, then I think I posted it there already. You know what's weird is, I mean, the flight was delayed an hour. We sat in the plane for an hour before we left the gate, but then the flight itself to get here only took an hour, and the journey then from the airport to get here only took like 10 minutes. I mean, those 20 minutes from leaving the plane to actually getting in the train were very stressful. Not like in a, my world is going to end if this doesn't work out stressful, but just in like a, oh, can we make this work out kind of stressful. I know there are much bigger problems than if you get the last train to Disneyland or not. Because we could have taken a cab for a lot more money, or we could have taken a bus, which also costs a lot more money and would have taken a lot more time. I'm just trying to say, I know it's not like a huge problem, but it was stressful anyways. What I'm trying to say is, I feel, and I was talking to Marcus about this too, I feel as exhausted as I do when we fly to Florida to go to Disney, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I got up early today and went to work, and worked like a half a day before we went to the airport. I don't know. Yeah, this video is a little bit different than my usual videos, so if this happens to be the first video that you're watching of mine, just so you know, this is a little bit different than usual because I've done this all on my phone and I'm editing it just a little tiny bit with iMovie. So, and for everybody who watches my usual videos, if you're wondering why is this kind of different, it's because I'm doing it all on my phone with iMovie. I thank you so much for following me until here on this crazy journey to Disneyland Paris. Oh, wait, I wanted to tell you, our plan tonight was to buy the our annual passes and then go to the park tonight. But we ended up getting here so late that we couldn't get an annual pass tonight anymore. And the guy at Guest Relations said, what I can do is I can sell you a one-day, one-park ticket. You can go into the park tonight, and then tomorrow you can like trade that in, and then they'll deduct the price from your annual pass. However, you can only do that at one of the annual pass places on the outside of the park. And he said that's going to take a lot longer than if I just sell you the gift certificate for an annual pass tonight. You can use that like a ticket to get into the park tomorrow, and then you can change it into an annual pass inside the park tomorrow, and that will take you much less time. And so we just decided to not go into the park tonight because the park was only open till 11, and when we were standing there at Guest Relations talking to him, it was already like shortly before 10. And so to get all that paperwork done and everything, it would have just been too complicated, and so we decided to do it the other way around. And that is the end. I need to brush my teeth and drink some water and go to bed. It is now 11:39, and tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up and go to Disneyland Paris, and I'm so excited. And I'm excited to take you guys with me. However, this might be the last of the videos that I post like on the day of. I don't know exactly how it's going to go. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I don't know what the internet connection is going to be like here in this hotel. Maybe you won't even see this video tonight. I don't know. It is Monday today, so Monday the 7th of August. So that'll give you an idea of when I actually posted this in relation to when it actually happened. I'm Morgan from the Very Unofficial Travel Guides. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you're one of my Patreon supporters, thank you very much. Thank you an extra special much to the VIPs, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.